Welcome, developers and technology leaders. I am your expert technical instructor. Today, we are focusing on a critical aspect of modern development: ethical and responsible AI usage. We will master Microsoft and GitHub's 6 principles of responsible AI to ensure your workflows are not only innovative, but safe, trustworthy, and equitable. Let's begin. Welcome to our deep dive into ethical and responsible AI usage, a critical domain for your GH-300 certification. Responsible AI is an approach to developing, assessing, and deploying artificial intelligence systems in a safe, trustworthy, and ethical way. It ensures we keep people and their goals at the center of system design decisions, respecting enduring values. Microsoft and GitHub have identified 6 core principles: fairness, reliability and safety, privacy and security, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability. Let us begin with our first principle: fairness. AI systems must treat all people fairly and absolutely avoid differential impacts on similarly situated demographic groups. In high-stakes contexts like medical treatment, loan applications, or employment screening, the AI must provide consistent recommendations to individuals with similar symptoms, financial situations, or qualifications. To achieve this, developers must employ active techniques to detect and mitigate bias. This includes rigorously reviewing training data, testing models with perfectly balanced demographic samples, using advanced adversarial debiasing techniques, and continuously monitoring model performance across various user segments. Furthermore, you must implement concrete software controls to override unfair model scores. Training AI models on diverse, highly balanced data is the fundamental first step to reduce historical biases and promote absolute fairness in your enterprise applications. The exam will test your understanding of these exact mitigation strategies. In your daily development workflow, enforcing fairness often translates to rigorous automated testing and careful prompt engineering. While you cannot directly alter Copilot's massive underlying base model, you must validate its output. For example, if Copilot generates an algorithmic decision-making function, you must deliberately pair it with a comprehensive test suite. The sample configuration here demonstrates how you might construct a testing pipeline that explicitly checks for demographic bias. By defining these unit tests, you ensure the AI-generated algorithm does not inadvertently favor one specific user group over another, actively fulfilling the fairness principle before code reaches production. This flowchart visualizes the continuous fairness audit process. AI model generation flows directly into a review of training data and bias detection. Moving to our second core principle of responsible AI, reliability and safety. In order to build and maintain user trust, AI systems must operate reliably, safely, and consistently under all conceivable circumstances. These intelligent systems need to function exactly as originally designed, respond safely to unexpected or adversarial conditions, and actively resist harmful manipulation. Their behavior in production environments reflects the foresight of developers during the design and rigorous testing phases. Safety in AI specifically refers to minimizing unintended harm. This encompasses physical, emotional, and financial harm to individuals and broader societies. Reliability dictates that AI systems perform consistently as intended, without unwanted variability, dangerous hallucinations, or erratic runtime errors. Safe and reliable systems are inherently robust, highly accurate, and behave predictably under normal conditions. As a software architect preparing for the GH-300 certification, you must ensure your deployments possess strict safety guardrails. This includes building fallback mechanisms, configuring execution boundaries, and establishing rigorous validation pipelines to catch anomalous AI behaviors. You must anticipate how AI-generated code might fail and proactively design your systems to fail gracefully, ensuring user safety is never compromised. The GH-300 exam evaluates your ability to implement these exact safeguards. To guarantee reliability and safety when using tools like GitHub Copilot, you must combine AI generation with strict validation workflows. Consider the scenario where Copilot generates a complex data parsing algorithm. You cannot simply trust it implicitly. The provided GitHub Actions YAML snippet illustrates a vital safety mitigation strategy: automated static analysis. By integrating tools like CodeQL into your continuous integration pipeline, you forcefully scan all AI-generated commits for security vulnerabilities and reliability flaws. This automated safety net ensures that even if the AI suggests code that is functionally erratic or vulnerable to manipulation, the pipeline will block the merge, protecting your production environment. Our reliability flowchart shows the path an AI suggestion takes through safety filters. If it encounters unexpected inputs or adversarial attacks, the system must fail gracefully and resist manipulation. Our third crucial principle is privacy and security. As artificial intelligence becomes increasingly ubiquitous, protecting user privacy and ensuring ironclad data security is non-negotiable. Failure to adhere to these privacy standards can result in severe regulatory penalties and catastrophic loss of customer confidence. Microsoft and GitHub's approach aims to completely stop abuse and keep user trust by using strict principles to guide data practices. First and foremost, you must always obtain users' explicit permission before collecting their data. You must clearly explain how the AI uses their data, get their informed consent, and never collect data secretly. Always let users choose if they want to share personal data and inform them through highly transparent prompts and policies. Second, you must practice strict data minimization, collecting only the data absolutely needed for the AI to function properly. Avoid gathering extraneous information and aggressively remove sensitive data once the AI system is in active use. Regularly audit your data inputs to ensure only essential data is retained. Finally, practice rigorous anonymization of any personal data. Utilize sophisticated methods like pseudonymization, which replaces personal details with random identifiers, and aggregation, which groups data into broader summaries to completely remove specific individual details and permanently protect user identities. When preparing for the GH-300 exam, you must know how to technically enforce privacy and security within the Copilot ecosystem. A major risk is Copilot inadvertently suggesting sensitive intellectual property or proprietary algorithms. The configuration shown here represents a copilot-instructions.md file that establishes strict boundaries. Furthermore, repository administrators must actively manage content exclusions. By excluding specific files or entire directories that contain sensitive credentials, API keys, or private user data, you explicitly prevent the Copilot Cloud Agent from analyzing them. This ensures that personal and secure data never enters the AI's context window, directly upholding the privacy and security principle. This visual outlines the privacy and security data lifecycle. It begins with requiring explicit consent before any data collection. Approved data undergoes strict data minimization, followed by an anonymization strategy utilizing either pseudonymization or aggregation. Principle 4 is inclusiveness. AI systems must be designed to empower everyone and actively engage people from all walks of life. Inclusiveness means ensuring that AI systems are fair, highly accessible, and purposefully designed to include all communities and geographies, especially those areas of society historically underrepresented. AI systems must work seamlessly for diverse users and never disadvantage any specific group. They must be fully accessible, allowing absolutely anyone to use them easily, regardless of physical or mental abilities. Furthermore, they must be globally available, ensuring they do not geographically exclude users in developing regions. The Microsoft Responsible AI Standard firmly dictates that AI creators must proactively eliminate infrastructure barriers that prevent equal access. Achieving this requires seeking diverse, global perspectives during the fundamental design and development phases. Excellent examples of inclusive AI include facial recognition that works accurately across all skin tones, ages, and genders, interfaces natively supporting screen readers for the visually impaired, and language translation accommodating small regional dialects. As an architect, your AI solutions must enable full global inclusion by offering alternative modes of interaction like voice control and localized captions, and must function offline with limited connectivity. When leveraging Copilot to build inclusive applications, your prompt engineering must reflect these accessibility goals. The provided custom prompt file snippet demonstrates how to explicitly instruct Copilot to prioritize inclusiveness. By mandating the use of ARIA attributes, semantic HTML, and high-contrast color palettes in your repository instructions, you force the AI to generate code that natively supports screen readers and assistive technologies. The GH-300 exam tests your ability to use Copilot to enforce these inclusive development practices. You must actively direct the AI to consider globalized localization, right-to-left language support, and comprehensive accessibility audits as non-negotiable requirements for all generated user interfaces. The inclusiveness workflow starts with seeking diverse global perspectives during design. We must eliminate barriers by developing alternative interfaces like voice control, supporting global localization for regional dialects, and building low connectivity offline modes. The final two interconnected principles are transparency and accountability. Microsoft's principle of transparency emphasizes that AI systems must be inherently understandable and interpretable. As AI creators, you must clearly explain how your systems operate through robust validation frameworks, justify all underlying design choices, and be completely honest about both the capabilities and the strict limitations of your AI systems. Implementing transparency involves documenting data and models, creating explanatory user interfaces, using AI debugging tools, and constructing detailed testing dashboards. You must enable full auditability by implementing comprehensive logging, reporting, and automated auditing capabilities. Transparency is absolutely essential to build trust, ensure accountability, promote fairness, and enhance safety. Directly tied to this is accountability. People, not machines, must be accountable for AI systems. The accountability principle states that AI creators are fundamentally responsible for how their systems operate in the real world. You must continuously monitor system performance and proactively mitigate risks. Without human accountability, AI systems wield too much power opaquely. Companies deploying AI must take total responsibility for their operation, ensuring rigorous human oversight is always maintained across the entire deployment lifecycle. To operationalize transparency and accountability, developers must implement robust logging for all AI interactions. The bash script provided here illustrates a critical governance pattern, capturing and securely logging prompts sent to the Copilot CLI. By utilizing pre-execution hooks, you intercept the AI's intended actions, log the context, and require explicit human approval before any potentially destructive command runs. This creates a transparent, immutable audit trail of how the AI is being used and what decisions it is making. It guarantees that human developers maintain absolute accountability for the final outcome, aligning perfectly with the core tenets of the GH-300 certification's responsible AI domain. This diagram illustrates the feedback loop between transparency and accountability. AI design choices are transparently documented and passed into audit logs. Crucially, human oversight is applied to these reports. Through continuous monitoring, humans remain fully accountable, actively mitigating risks and refining future design choices. To conclude our deep dive, mastering the ethical and responsible use of AI is not merely a theoretical exercise. It is a mandatory core competency required for the GH-300 GitHub Copilot certification and for modern enterprise development. You must synthesize the 6 core principles of fairness, reliability, privacy, inclusiveness, transparency, and accountability into a cohesive defense in-depth strategy. This means architecting robust workflows where AI models are continuously evaluated for demographic bias, rigorously tested for absolute safety, permanently stripped of unnecessary personal data, purposefully designed for all global users, transparently logged for auditability, and strictly governed by human overseers. Remember, generative AI tools like Copilot are incredibly powerful assistants, but they are not autopilots. They lack independent moral judgment and context awareness outside of their immediate prompt window. Therefore, the responsibility for ethical compliance rests entirely on your shoulders. Whether you are defining repository content exclusions to protect intellectual property, configuring Azure toxicity filters to block harmful content, or writing unit tests to validate generated algorithms, you are actively applying these crucial principles in real time. By prioritizing people and upholding fundamental ethical values, you ensure that AI remains a powerful, beneficial, and trustworthy force in software engineering. Let's wrap up your training here. This final JSON configuration snippet encapsulates the ultimate goal of responsible AI management at the organizational level. It demonstrates how enterprise administrators can programmatically enforce compliance policies, manage feature access, and mandate strict code review standards across all repositories. By combining automated policy enforcement with highly educated developers who understand the 6 principles, organizations can safely scale GitHub Copilot. Thank you for joining this comprehensive technical deep dive. To continue your journey and master every single domain of the Microsoft GH-300 GitHub Copilot exam, visit quicktechie.com today for expert-led training, advanced labs, and comprehensive certification study guides. Our final flowchart maps the ultimate synthesis of Microsoft's responsible AI framework.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material. So this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see these are all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepared for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.